The cost of denial versus the freedom of acceptance. Which one are you choosing? Let's talk about it. You know, when you, man, when I was in my situation and feeling like, life technically wasn't even worth living in a lot of instances, and that space that I was in, and this is, by the way, guys, this is back in like 2012. I denied what was going on. And, for myself, it was more so about believing so strongly in what I was doing. A lot of times when you do that, that actually blinds you to what is actually happening in reality. Do you see what I'm saying? So for myself, although things were, falling down around me, I was in denial of a lot of things. And because I was in denial, I actually prevented myself from having the opportunity to change, correct, or tweak things before, the bottom fell out, right? And, that is very detrimental. And that's something that I've learned, as over time, and something that I've looked back at, and it's really kind of defined, how I view things moving forward. Because ultimately, when you're in that space of denial and you keep pushing, or you keep, driving, or you keep trying to fix things, right? And the thing about that is you can actually end up spending a lot of energy on things, or even people, or situations, or businesses, or relationships that will never yield you any fruit in any type of way. And once again, this is part of denial. And, if you are able to truly accept your situation, or when you're able to truly accept your situation and be transparent with yourself, that denial leaves. And then you have that freedom of acceptance, freedom of knowing exactly where you're at, freedom of honesty and transparency with yourself in regards to your situation, and ultimately a lot more clarity that you will need moving forward. And what I want you guys to do, if you are someone that's struggling with that denial, is I want you to get out a journal, and I want you to write down, and just focus on one specific situation, and write down that situation, and then also write down why you're in denial of it. And then the last thing is write down what that